I look so dark? Excuse me. What did I just kick? What is that doing in here? Why is that crooked? I don't know anything. Yeah, I just made it worse. Hey, still. I'm going to show everybody what's going to be in the box for tomorrow night's auction. But first things first, why does my face look like it's jet black and I can barely see my eyes? I don't know. StreamYard's different. I'm doing this on StreamYard, so I don't have too many boneheads coming in. You know how it is, though. First things first. If nobody saw the post yesterday, yesterday, and the day before it started, I started getting sick. I asked for prayers. I'll tell you one thing, what a difference a day makes in the power of prayer. I'm not 100% by any means, but the Lord's working on me and I'm feeling so much better. I mean, yesterday I had a fever. Today I don't. Yesterday I was hacking into lung butter up, as they call it, mucus. And today I am not. So far so good. I appreciate and thank everybody for the love and the prayers. I can't thank you enough for that. And all praise, thanks, and glory go to God. So I'm going to put this backwards, see if that helps any. A little bit. It's been a long time since I wore my hat like this. Oh, geez. Can you imagine if it was summertime and I wear my hat like this all the time? The freaking sun. Okay. I don't look right like that. So anyway, before we look. Sorry, I feel like I got zapped. Hey, Brandon. Before we look in the box. The box goes for a lot more than what I expected. I'm throwing extra in there. But anyway, quick word from our sponsor. Because I owe a lot to God. And right now, I really feel it. So, obviously, it's Christmas season. And, one thing that's really unusual in the world of Christians, there's some Christians I'd like to fight or disagree. This is the time of the year we celebrate the birth of Christ. No, it's not. We're celebrating the Immaculate Conception. Jesus was actually born in September. And they bicker. My thought is, does it matter what month he was born? Because you want to know something. They can be wrong. We can be wrong. He could have been born in June. We don't have his birth certificate. They didn't have them back then. And on this day, year 0, July 3rd or whatever, Jesus was born, or December 25th, whatever the case may be. Right? Why bicker about that? Shouldn't be quarreling about. Well, oh my gosh, I used the word quarreling about such things. Brandon, I'm assuming you're at work, huh, buddy? So I'm just going to open up here in the New Testament somewhere and just read a small passage. Is that cool with you guys? Cool. So, What am I gonna? What? Yeah. Come on, Ron. What are you gonna read from? Just pick something, right? Uh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get 100%. Yeah. I'm getting there. Oh, here's something that we tend to forget about. Oh, thank you, Lord, for leading me to this. Anna's testimony. This is Luke chapter 2, 36. There was also a prophetess, a female prophet, Anna, daughter of Phanuel. Phanuel. Apparently, she had Alexa going off as an alarm. Phanuel of the. Anybody else has to hear Jen yell, Alexa, shut up? Okay, let me start over. There was also a prophetess Anna, a daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher. She was well along in her years, having lived with her husband 7 years after her marriage, and was a widow for 84 years. Poor lady. She did not leave the temple, serving God night and day with fasting and prayers. At that moment, she came up and began to thank God and to speak about him to all who were looking forward to the redemption of Jerusalem. She also knew about, she prophesied about the Lord Jesus. I'm missing some here. But yeah, I missed something here. Go check it out yourself. I'm sorry. Ooh. Sorry if I bore you guys. The Great Commission. Red letters. Okay. I'm just going to randomly read these for no apparent reason. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 through 19. Then he said to them, Go into all the world. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned, going to hell. And these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name, they will drive out demons. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes. If they were, they will pick up snakes. If they should drink anything deadly, it will not harm them. They will lay hands on the sick, and they will get well. Lay your hands on the sick. Man, people have been praying for me, and look at that there in less than 24 hours. God bless you guys, and thank you all. All right. Who's ready to see what's in the box? I know a dirty, filthy habit I'm about ready to do. So, I'm getting ready to put all the hooks on out here anyway. The rest of the hooks on, I should say. I said a little bit last Friday. Ooh. Well, I'll show these first. 2 swim jigs, and yes, they're coming with trailers. 2 different styles of swim jigs too. This is a double skirted one. You know, I didn't do the umbrella style, more traditional. You know, whoops, yeah. I did a short with this one and the other one. But the white one that I did this year, I want you guys to have something better pure than that pure white one. This one is, I tied this morning. It's straight up blue. I did it in the umbrella style that I really like. And I left the sparkly stuff, the black sparkly holographic, a little extra on the long side. I really like the umbrella style because of more action with one skirt, so there's more action to it. Some people love that, some people hate it, whatever. So, oh, sorry if I keep sniffling. So here's the trailers that are going to come with them. There's 6 of them. Ron, only 6. Well, this one's personally my favorite. I don't know what you want to call this here, but it's like a really dark, like almost like a chromy blue. Can you guys make that out? See, I remelted some stuff down and then, added a little bit and this and that there. But that dark chromy blue, what do you want to call that? Cobalt? I really dig it. And more than likely, this is the last auction of the year. I don't know what I'm doing next year. I probably won't be doing as many. That will pair up nice with either one of them. And believe it or not, so will this one. It's not as dark, but you got that chartreuse tail. So, hey, Still, what are you making me for breakfast today? Just playing, buddy. Because I know you're making breakfast right now. Can't leave out Ron. I'll come over. I'll drive 4 hours over to your place right now and get something to eat. Actually, I don't know if it's 4 hours. I don't know. All right. Most of these bait compartments have more than one bait in it. So, man, I feel like crap. Not as bad as I did yesterday. So, let me do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 fishing lures. That's not counting the G's, just the jigs and trailers. So that's not counting the jigs and trailers. And while I was tying those jigs, why didn't I tie the tail for that thing? Anyway, there we go. And it's not all gigantic baits, so don't worry. We got this crazy looking bluegilly. Why is my phone being so dark? I don't know. Please forgive me. My brightness must be out of whack. See, if I go live straight from YouTube, it's a lot better. Orange, chartreuse, purple, brown. Don't hesitate on throwing something this big for bass. A lot of people are intimidated by big baits, and there's some people that are not. That will throw something a lot bigger than this here, myself included. That's just because I'm musky fishing. And I'll catch bass. That's bycatch. Oh, I thought I put hooks on this here. Well, I got hooks on this one. This is almost like a really, really dark warmouth color that you would find in swampy areas like, oh, come on. Nothing's getting picked up. I need a flashlight or something. We'll go live straight from YouTube on tomorrow so I can show off everything better. So, and we got this L bill, J bill, call it whatever you want. Shallow shad wrap, whatever. Come on. My gosh, that thing almost looks black. Sorry, y'all. We'll see them better tomorrow. Tune in 7 Eastern time. And I did tie the tail for this popper. There is some space dust on here, which is that hyper shit that gives it that blue and purple look. Okay, it's going to pick up that, but nothing. Yes, these are all custom baits that I did myself. Probably never to be repeated, except for maybe a small handful. Well, that one for sure. We got this 2.5 square bill and like a darkish purple bluegill. It has some. I'll hold it back here, you can see better. Hyper shift on it. This isn't clear. I don't know if you can see the hyper shift on there. It's like a deep dive and flicker shad. I think these dives are like 10, 12 feet. We got this jerk bait. This shallow runner here almost reminds, that's a holographic bait, almost reminds you of Fire Tiger, but it's not. Getting hot, sorry. These little stinking wake baits, I just freaking love them. Is anybody trying to comment? Because sometimes my comments don't work. I'm sorry. I just realized, these are shallow runners and stuff like that. Obviously, they're wake baits. If you're real slow enough, they stay on top of the water. It's slightly froggy. Slightly. Different shades of green and black. I almost pierced myself. Got this bad boy. This is, I'll say, a medium diver. Oh, look at this here. Another jerk bait. This is a little slightly more realistic. Almost reminds you of a golden shiner of sorts. But a lot of hyper shift on there too. Here's another popper. Yeah, Crystal Series. That's what I call them. My Crystal Series is a back color and the body is clear with a whole bunch of hyper shift of a random hyper shift. I gotta tie a hook for this one. Great little smallmouth and even largemouth will smack that, obviously. A very underrated fishing lure is in my hand right now. Now this one, I like the J11s better. They're slightly bigger, but they're very, very slept on, this bait here. I don't know why, but hey, at least we got a hard plastic version with a rattle in it now. Thank you, Brandon. This is take on the J7 with a slightly different style lip from Rapala. This thing, you're not going to make heads or tails what I did to this thing, because this thing has a lot going on. I mean, this one dressed up for church for... There's blues, there's purples, there's chartreuse, there's obviously black, there's some chrome blue, hyper shift. It's a multiple layered bait, marble bait. And this phone is not going to focus on it right now. Maybe it will tomorrow. Catch everything on those things, especially the bigger ones. But that one, yes. Ones I use, smallmouth, walleye, bass of sorts, crappie, some people, depending on what time of the year with the crappie though. Spots. course, there's not very many spotted bass in my general area, but now the J11 and the one bigger than that, they're the biggest one they make. Is it 13? Forget what it is. Yeah, then the 12, 13, whatever it is. Yeah, then you get the muskies on them. Ah, come darn it. We got a cute little torpedo. That's purdy. Pink, purple, orange, blue, chartreuse. You cute little guy. Got a take on a spot tail shiner here. Of course, the black spot kind of got covered, but oh well. I should say a white spot tail shiner. I gave it a blue lateral line if this thing wants to focus. And then when I wrapped it and did my thing. Gold belly. I really like this thing. I almost kept this for myself. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, what do I show next? Okay. A lipless. This was chromed up. Okay. I thought there was something on there bad. I put some mesh on there and just scaled her up. Black back. Yeah. Glass eyes. This is my favorite size of the Ripon lipless. All right. Shad S-crank. I'm going to show how you're flashing there on the back. Color shift. Boy, nothing's getting picked up. That's ticking me off. Just a little pink spot. You know how like stressed out or bruised up shads get sometimes with some pink, or that's what's right there by the. I can't hold on to anything today, can I? And I had to throw another 2.5 in on this here because this is one of them. This is one of those patterns that is so easy it's stupid to do, and it's very effective. I know a few people that love this pattern, I do, and I don't do it enough, and I don't even have a name for it. Butterfingers is what I should call it. It's just that gold to brown color shift. Space dust is called, hyper shift, whatever you want to call it. A black back, and then black blotches with some lime green blotches. Hold on tight. And a little bit of that pink to gold on the belt. I got to do this more often. And last but certainly not least, this is the shad wake bait I think I talked about the other day. Extra sparkly. I forget what the. Now, word of warning with this here, I got a little bit of epoxy on the lip, so it is kind of, it's not as pretty as it could be. It's a little, just a little ugly, but it's not going to hurt the bait's action or anything. It's not hurting anything. It's just not pretty. So yeah, purple, blue, chartreuse, silver, all sorts of stuff going on here with this one. Surprisingly, I didn't do anything to the lateral line on this. Great shad imitating bait. I think I have a few of these. So that's what's going to be in the box. except for these. These, the trailers for the swim jigs, are coming in their own special little bag with the box because I'm going to put them, for soft plastics, put them in a bag and put some scent on them. So, because nobody likes the unscented soft plastic. I'm sure there's actually people out there that do, but. Any questions or anything before I get off of here? There's only one person watching me anyway. I'll let that one air out a little bit more. This one may smell a tiny bit when you get it. That's just because it's the clear coat I put on the threads to harden it. That smell takes a while sometimes to go away. I was going to do a custom inline spinner until I realized I had no wire. So please forgive me on that one. I thought I still had some. The only thing I ask people to keep in mind, I say this here not because I was ever threatened by my wife, is that normally, okay, the normal size bass baits, excluding the jointed ones, I normally sell them for $10 a piece. Okay, that's pretty much is what you get them in the store anyway. But these are custom, one-of-a-kind baits. I don't think I can completely duplicate one if I wanted to. The bigger ones I sell for a little bit more. So just keep that in mind if you want to bid on this here tomorrow. And how many baits are actually in here too. And I don't know if I can find a way to get more orders by the grace of God or start a website this coming year, I'm going to do that so I can stop doing auctions because I feel like I'm annoying people. And that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to annoy people. So, if there's no questions, we can get off of here. Sorry for me sniffling. It's just this nostril too. It just feels like there's a little tickle there. Alrighty. And like I said, you can use this here for yourself or you can buy this as a Christmas present for somebody. Obviously, it's that time of the year, right? Oh my goodness. Please forgive me for sniffling like that. I felt gross. A little time to grow. How many years has it been? But that's all right. I don't mind. I mean, to a point I do, because, there's obviously life things. Just as long as the most important thing about the channel is, it being faith-based and getting the Lord's name and message out there as much as possible through the outdoors, the redneck fun stuff, and I'm getting desperate for venison. This is the last week of deer season, And I was only able to go out once for multiple reasons. And today it's raining. Yippee. Not to mention I'm sick. So. Hey, honey.
Okay.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
I should say part of me cares. Part of me is like, eh. You know how I am. I mean, my goodness, some people have channels this long and had over 1,000 subscribers. Well, that's because they're not doing just lives. They're doing videos, you know, which I don't do because I'm an idiot. You're going to turn into one of those apples.
Three in a row these things.
You and Julie are the only ones I know of that Granny Smith is their favorite. Ambrosia apples are where it's at, man. And yellow delicious. Faiths with faith, and there's always new hope in Christ. Yep. Is that what you're debating on?
Yeah, I forgot how many days we're in a week. There's only 2 more days left in this week.
Okay. Remember how I told you that one thing that was not going to work with him?
Ew.
Ronald.
What thing?
Think about it in that one text message.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'll tell you when I get off here. Guess what? It didn't work. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you all go. Hopefully I see you tomorrow night. You don't need a bid if you're there tomorrow night, but at least chit chat. You know, we can goof around, just have fun, you know. At 7 Eastern time tomorrow night, I'll be holding the auction. So, unless for some reason I start feeling worse again. Boy, I need one of those white ring lights. You know what I mean?
You mean the influencer light?
Don't call it an influencer light. I am not an influencer. I'm just an idiot with a YouTube channel.
The TikTok girl light? Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but YouTubers have them. I don't even have a TikTok. Daughter-in-law messing with me. All right. God bless each and every single one of you. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. And remember, where's the camera? There's always new hope in Christ.